Selim slept for 2 days without waking again. Lyra watched over him in quiet vigil, her work forgotten, her routine undone. Outside, the village went on, merchants passed with carts full of dried fruit and grain, children shouted at falling leaves, and elders muttered about the forest growing restless. Lyra heard them. She always did. She's too close to the woods. She speaks to wind like it's listening. Her mother disappeared the same way. They never said it to her face, but they didn't need to. She knew she wasn't like them. And now, she had proof, sleeping on her cot, bleeding silver, breathing shallow and slow. Selim. When he finally woke again, it was night. A storm prowled the mountains, lightning casting strange shadows across the cottage walls. Lyra was at the hearth, turning dried mushrooms in a pan, when she heard him stir. He sat up slowly, without groaning this time. "Better?" she asked, not looking back. He glanced down at his chest, where the bandages lay clean and tight. "Your work is unusual." "So is your body," she replied. "Seen fair." He stood, unsteady but upright, and approached the window. The sky outside had turned a shade of violet not native to the living world. Mist clung to the hills like sorrow. "It's thinning," he murmured. Lyra set down the pan. "What is?" "The veil," he said. "The barrier between what is and what was. My presence hastens it." She crossed her arms. "Then why are you still here?" He turned to her, slow and deliberate. "Because you saved me. And because something is coming." Silence filled the room like water in a sinking ship. "Tell me everything," Lyra said. He sat beside the fire, and for the first time, Lyra saw something behind the calm of his eyes: fear. "I was once the guardian of the veil," he said. "My soul tied to the forest, my purpose to keep balance between the living and the dead. When someone died before their time, I guided them. When spirits lingered too long, I helped them cross. And now?" He looked into the flames. "I broke my vow. Centuries ago. For love." Lyra's breath caught. "She was human," he said softly. "Mortal. Like you. I stepped beyond my boundary to save her, to keep her from death. In doing so, I disrupted the balance. The forest punished me. I was bound to this land, no longer spirit, no longer man. A prisoner of my own guilt." "What happened to her?" Lyra asked. "She died anyway," Selim whispered. "As mortals must." Lyra didn't speak. Her heart thudded hard against her ribs. "I lay beneath the roots for years," he continued. "Dormant. Dreaming. Until something pulled me awake, your voice. Your hands. The life in you." She swallowed hard. "You think I woke you?" "I know you did." The storm outside cracked like a whip. Selim rose and placed a hand against the cottage door. "She's coming," he said. "Who?" "The one who feeds on breaches in the veil. The one I was supposed to stop. A spirit of ruin." "And what does she want?" Selim's eyes darkened. "You." Lyra didn't sleep that night. While Selim sat in silence by the fire, unmoving except for the flicker of his silver eyes, she paced the small cottage. Her mind whirled with questions, about spirits and breaches, about the woman he failed to save, and most of all, about the thing now hunting her. "How could she want me?" she asked at last, unable to keep the silence any longer. "I've done nothing. I'm no one." "You're more than you know," Selim replied. "That's not an answer." He turned to her, solemn. "You live on the boundary. You touch the world of the living and brush against the dead. The veil remembers people like you. It marks them." Lyra folded her arms. "Then why didn't anything happen until you woke up?" Selim hesitated, then said, "Because I am the tear in the veil now. You are the seam." His words landed with a weight she couldn't quite understand, but she felt it in her bones, like something ancient had stirred beneath her skin. "Is there a way to stop it?" she asked. He nodded once. Sever the tether. Either I return to the forest, or I die. No, she said too quickly. There must be another way. I don't fear death, Lyra. I was meant to pass long ago. But I just found you. The words left her before she could stop them. Selim's expression flickered, just for a moment, with something human. Sadness. Hope. Then, softly, he asked, "Why did you save me?" Lyra looked away, unsure of her own answer. Because you were there. Because you were bleeding. Because I couldn't leave you. Silence again. But now it felt heavier, more intimate. Tell me about her, Lyra said, to change the subject or perhaps to understand him more. Her name was Illyra, he whispered. She was a weaver. Soft-spoken. She believed names had power, so she never said mine. She called me Light in the forest. Lyra's chest ached with something unspoken. Did you love her? I still do, Selim said. But I feel it fading, like smoke between fingers. It's strange. I remember her laugh, but not her face. Her warmth, but not her scent. He looked at Lyra then, truly looked, and said, but I remember yours. Lyra's breath caught. I shouldn't feel anything for you, he continued. But you've pulled me from the deep. In every moment I remain, I feel more like the man I once was, and less like the spirit I was meant to be. I feel it too, she admitted, barely a whisper. The wind outside quieted. For a moment, the storm itself seemed to hold its breath. Then Selim's body tensed. She's close. Lyra crossed the room, heart pounding. What do we do? Selim's voice was hard now, the guardian rising behind his eyes. We find her before she finds you. He walked to the door, hand glowing faintly. And we learn her true name.